Welcome back to another NRG, everyone, on the Amstrad CPC, of course. And here we are playing Stewarts Super Off-Road. Oh yes, if you like your Super Sprints and your Grand Prix Premier or Super Grand Prix or that kind of game, think Super Sprint. Sprint games, the overhead kind of little tiny cars running around a track. Then this is your game. Off-road style. Brought to us by Leland Corp, conversion by Steve Turner, Graftgold 1990. This originally came out in the arcade in 1990, and console versions and home computer versions came out in the following year in 91. And it came out on a multitude of systems. It came out on the NES, most famously, Atari ST, Commodore 64, Commodore Amiga, Game Boy, Game Gear, Lynx, a very bad version on that, Master System, Mega Drive, Super Nintendo, the ZX Spectrum, and of course the humble Amstrad. And here we go. Now I am the red car, just turbo zoomed there. So it's top down, it's in a mode 1 graphic form. They've opted to go for it, which works quite well for this because it's quite detailed. You need some detail to sort of perform this kind of thing. It wouldn't have worked in mode 0 with the blocky graphics. It would have had a lot more colour, but it wouldn't have kind of worked. You need to get the detail of the tiny little off-roaders, and the course details and the tracks and everything. If you go back and look at something like Codemasters BMX Simulator, you'll see what I mean. That's done in mode 0, and it kind of works because it's slightly different with BMXs and it's a lot more zoomed in. This is got a wider perspective, so therefore you need that detail, and it pulls off that detail really well. Very, very faithful to the arcade. It's I won that unbelievably quickly. Wow, I did. The first course was, and there's a reason why I win the first course so easily. I'll tell you a story about that in a minute. So in between races, you get a little, you get your shop to upgrade your off-road, and you got your money from your win. So what I'm going to do here? Shall I go for the top speed? Yeah, I'll go for the top speed. So I'll rank that up and get a nitro and race for the second race. Now, I used to be, when I was in my prime, I used to be able to get to race 7. I'm probably not going to do that now. It's been a while. This is tricky. This little chicane. Ah, oh, come on. Oh, look, we're all bloody bunching up here. This happens quite a lot. All hitting each other. Oh, I've got a nitro there. Can I get that? Yes, got the nitro. Lovely. Yeah, when the 4 cars all bunch up like that, they're all going to bump it up against each other, and it goes all crazy shit. So that's kind of funny. Not funny when it makes you turn around and you lose your sense of direction, because that happens a lot. When it comes to the controls, it's extreme. Oh look, I'm going the wrong way, and I want to turn around, and I can't turn around. Turn around! No! Turn around! Come on. There we go. Right, turned around. Got to get through the chicane. Oh, look, I'm way behind now. The controls are extremely sensitive. I suppose that's a good thing. But yeah, it's very tappy. You got to slightly tap the controls to go, because this happens. You hit the side and you go backwards and you can't stop. There is no brake in this game. Well, there is. There kind of is. If you press down, there is a brake, but it's kind of ineffective in a lot of ways. You just bump around the place because of the momentum of it. It's got very interesting physics. I kind of like the physics. They're very bouncy, very moon physics, and it is kind of fun in that respect, especially when you could. Oh, I'm going the wrong way again. Look, turn around. No, I'm going back down the wrong course. I'm going back. Oh well, I've come last there, and that's not great. 4th place, rubbish. Anyway. What was I saying? Back to the shop. So it cycles along like this. Each race goes, and as long as you keep getting higher ranks, you can keep going. The lower you rank, you'll be knocked down. And eventually, if you consistently get low ranks, 3rd and 4th, you're going to be knocked out of the competition, and it's game over. This is a nice course. The courses are 4. There's 4 courses, and then they're recycled backwards, so you drive the courses backwards. Well, I think they're graphically very nice. They used very nice stippling on the course ground here with the orange browny colour, very Commodore, to get that effect, and I think that's quite nice. I mean, it's a very solid orange colour on the arcade. A lot more vibrant on the arcade, you can imagine, of course. There's blue in there for lakes and rivers and stuff, and a little bit of green on the scoreboard. But they've kept with this sort of red, white, black and orange colour scheme, which works for the game. It looks dirty, looks filthy. It's supposed to look like that. I'm going backwards again. Oh, thanks, mate. he just full on rammed me head on there and got straight back in the race. Thank you, mate. Oh, got a bonus, $10,000. Very nice. So, yeah, works well. The graphic works well, and it runs and plays very well too. There's very little slowdown. There's a bit of slowdown on the music during in-game. That's kind of obvious, but the game itself doesn't slow down a lot at all. There's always like 4 sprites on screen at any one time, with a little sort of background stuff going on. First place again in race 3, brilliant. Oh look, and Irvin Stewart himself was 2nd place there in the white car. 2 orange cars. They're a bit difficult to see sometimes, which is a bit of a shame. That's a bit of a, you know, we're traipsing into Spectrum territory. And we've got 2 sprites that we can't see because they're clashing with the ground. But they're not too bad. They are visible. The white one would normally be player 2. If you were to go play 2-player, you can do 2-player on this, which is good fun. I've done 2-player on this, it's good fun. And the white car would be player 2 and not CPU controlled. And the 2 CPU cars would be the orange ones. That geezer's gone backwards down the course. That's hilarious. I just looked up there. Am I winning? Yes, I've... Oh, what a jump! Oh, look at that jump. Straight over the ravine there. Superb. So, yeah, quite popular in the arcades, this one. Came out with a bit of an aplomb on the Amstrad. It got an Amstrad demo cover tape. And this is the reason why I'm quite good at level 1. Because I had the original cover tape from Amstrad Action issue 61. Or cover tape 61. And it had the first level as a demo, and it was I was very impressed with the music, and really liked it and played it a lot. I'm going backwards here again. So went out and got the full game, of course, as a result of Amstrad Action's great plugging. And recently, you've probably seen a recent video of mine, I found that cover tape in a shed somewhere, in my brother-in-law's shed, in fact. And he gave it to me, and I thought, what the fuck, mate? This is a 30-year-old plus tape. Has it been here? It's been there for that long. I don't know where it's been over the years. Is it going to load or what? I stuck it in the CPC on a whim to see what would happen. Now, the tape was very tight. I mean, it wouldn't fast forward. It would barely rewind. So I had to loosen the tape up. And there's a little trick to that. If you know your cassettes, there's a little trick to that. Have I won that? Am I 2nd? I've won it! Oh, I completely lost track. As I'm chatting away, I completely lost track, but I bloody won it. Look at that. Brilliant. Yeah, and so you loosen the tape up, and you know what? It fucking loaded. It loaded. It had a redo on the first load. It overloaded on the second. Overload means it doesn't stop when it's supposed to, and it keeps on loading whatever else was on the tape. And on the 3rd time, I thought I was going to give up. And on screen, I believe it or not, it worked. I thought, well, I saw it. I'll start the load, film the video, and believe it or not, it actually loaded on screen. So hence my surprised reaction on my previous retro waffle. Oh god, that geezer just completely smashed into me. Turn me around. I can't turn around now. I'm going back down the course, going in the wrong direction. Come on, I've got to make up for this. Oh, maybe make up with the turbos, but you should only really use the turbos on the straightaways. So yeah, this game garnered quite a reception. Quite a cult following. Lots of people remember its theme. Certainly, it's got very memorable music, and it's quite an interesting sort of take on the Super Sprint kind of theme, especially with the licensing from the the real life off-roader racer Irvin Stewart. So it's got a bit of culture to it, and I like that. And it's a faithful version of the arcade. Doesn't slow down, plays very well. It's got hypersensitive controls, which can be annoying. But in the end of the day, it's a very, very faithful arcade conversion, and it's good to see that on the Amstrad. It's one I never regretted buying. I had a lot of fun with this game in the past, and just loading it up recently off the cover tape, the reacquired cover tape that I had years ago, just sparked that little bit of nostalgia in me that I thought, well, you know what, let's do an NRG on it. And there we go, the bikini-clad, very, very pale girl. She's been, what's she been, sunbathing on the moon or something? Anyway, I'll leave it there. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. This has been Novabug, and I'll see you next time. Novabug, out.